All right, this is the part where you put in the work to get stronger at math, to get closer to the man called Indubitably, right? All right, I'm going to try to go a little bit faster. Therefore, you don't get bored and you pay attention and you really try to understand any of these that you might have gotten wrong. Let me flip around my camera. Here we go. We'll start with an A. We have 548, and we're going to subtract from it 39.1. You have to make sure you line up the decimals. 548 is a whole number, so it has an invisible decimal after it. Now you subtract. You can't take 1 from nothing, so we go like this. 10 minus 1 is 9. 7 minus 9 is illegal. 17 minus 9 is 8. 3 minus 3 is nothing. So your answer is 508 and 9/10. Let's go to B. We have 89. We have 35. I'm going to use my handy dandy lattice method here. We have 89, 35. Break it into 4 boxes, and then I just fill each box. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 5 is 45. 5 times 8 is 40. And 8 times 3 is 24. Now the number just falls down. 5 falls down. 7 plus 4 is 13. Or what? No, it's not 13. It's 11. So I'm going to put my 1 up here somewhere and my 1 up here for 11. So 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 4 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Another 11. And then 2 plus 1 is 3. So that answer is 3,115. Let me make sure I don't make any mistakes. 5 falls down. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 1, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3, yep, it's good to me. So that's B. Let's go to C. I don't need my piece of paper for C. It says 2, 8. And remember, these numbers mean over and then up. Always over before up. So 2 overs right here. So you always start at the line of origin. 2 over, 8 up. That answer is Q. Q. Now let's go over to D, division. The first number you say, if we're using the house method, the first number you say goes in the house. Second number you say goes on the outside of the house. That's what you're making groups of. I'm going to make groups of 5. I'm going to go into 4. How many groups of 5 can I make from 4? Nothing. I can't make groups of 5 when I only have 4, but I can make groups of 5 from 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 8 of them. Is there anything left over? No, it hit perfect. Bring down the next number. How many 5s go into nothing? You got it. It doesn't, you don't have any 5s that go into nothing. Bring down the 4. How many 5s go into 4? Nothing. What's left over? 4. What you needed to make a group with 5. So the answer is 804 fifths. And then let's go to E. E, fractions, everyone's best friend for life. 2 1/3 plus 2 5/7. Remember, when you add or subtract fractions, you make sure that you write them up and down from one another. And then you look at their denominators and say, oh my gosh, when I add them, I have to make sure they have the same denominator. 7 and 3 do not have the same denominator. So it's the first thing that 7 and 3 have in common. Well, 7 could be 7, but 3 can't. 7 could be 14, but 3 can't. 7 could be 21, and 3 can be 21. So the first thing they both turn into is 21. How many 3s made 21? 7. So you do it to the bottom, do it to the top. 1 times 7 is 7. How many 7s made 21? 3. Do it to the bottom, do it to the top. 15. Today, to make sure you paid attention, let's go with a mouse. Let's go with a mouse. Okay, that's what we're going with. Mr. Micey there. 7 plus 15 is 22. 22, and then remember, these are 21sts. How many of these does it take to make a whole? 21. Ooh, I have 22. I have more than a whole. We'll deal with that in a minute. 2 plus 2 is 4. So we have 4, and then we even have more than a whole. So 22 over 21 is the same thing as 21 over 21 and 1 over 21 because it's 22 over 21. Why did I separate this? Because this is a whole, so I can add this to 4. So I have 5 and 1 over 21 left over. And then finally, we got this dog problem. The dog at the animal shelter, the dogs at the animal shelter get biscuits as a treat, and a package of 30 biscuits is shared with 9. So what operation would this be? Well, it's division. We want to figure out how many 9s are in 30. So we have 30, and we want to split that between 9. So the other way to look at this is 30 divided by 9 is a fraction of 39, right? How many 9s are in 30? Well, I like to look at these as improper fractions. How many 9s are in 30? 9, 18, 27. 3 9s would make 27, right? 9 ninths, 9 ninths, 9 ninths. And there's still 28, 29, and 30 left over. So there's still 3 left over and 3 ninths. And then 3 ninths, ooh, they both have the number 3 in common. How many 3s are in 3? 1. How many 3s are in 9? 3. So the answer is 3 and a third. Now, after you watch the video, if any of these need further explanation, please during Zoom say, I was really confused about adding fractions, or I was really confused about subtracting decimals. And then I could reteach it yet again. And that is what we do to make sure that you're getting better at math. If that system really is going to take place the way I just explained it, there's going to be a whole lot of learning going on, which is great. All right, and then what I would like for you to do for the remainder of the time until we meet at 10:30 is I would like for you to work on the rest of this unit review. So remember, yesterday we ended at 10. A lot of you guys finished 10, but which one of these would make 38? So what you have to do is you have to pick one of these and then pick what n could be. So let's just pretend you pick the first one and you're like, well, I want to make 28. What divided by 2 plus 20 equals 38? I'm sorry, 38. Well, this has to be 18. So it'd be 36 divided by 2. 36 divided by 2 would be 18, right? 36 divided by 2 would be 18. And then add 20 to that, you'd make your 38. That's not an option. So it's definitely not this first expression. So you got to figure out which one of these expressions you could take and then plug one of these in for n. And then when you simplify it, the answer is going to be 38. Can you make 38 with one of these and one of these? Down here it says, number 11, a table shows the rules for 2 patterns. Complete this, add 5. Complete this, add 20, and then just tell me the relationship from the top to the bottom. Remember, if you want, you could call this top one x and the bottom one y and just say x times blank equals y. Number 12, you're going to look at the lake's water levels. The table's already done for you. All you have to do is plot the coordinates and then tell me what the change in the water level would be after 5 days. So where is it going to be after 5 days? And up here, they only show us 3 days. So where is it going to be after 5 days? Here, you're going to tell me yes or no to tell me if the first step is addition. So this one, is it the first thing you do addition? Yes or no? And then go through each of them. Over here, it says Stefan is flying his kite. He lets out 15 feet of string each minute. Complete the table to show how much string he lets out after 1, 2, 3 minutes. So each minute is 15 feet. So I'll explain to you. The first one is I would put a 1 and then put a 15 and then put a 2 blank, 3 blank, and then plot those right here. Here you're actually going to look at what's happening. They're both leaking water. You get a tub faucet. Are they leaking or just on? No, they're not leaking. She just has them turned on. And then she is going to graph how much water is coming out after so many minutes. And then what you are going to do is you're going to describe what you're seeing here. Which one gives off water faster is basically what you're going to look at. Okay. It says, describe two different relationships that the graph displays. So you're going to tell me, basically, if you want to describe two, that's fine. But I'm happy if you just tell me which one runs faster. You could even tell me which one has more water that's coming out of it and which one has less water coming out of it. Number 16, you're just going to match these, okay? You're going to read, multiply the sum of 3 and 5 by 2, and then you're going to match it to which one of those makes sense. Number 17, describe how to locate an ordered pair of 6, 8 on the coordinate plane. Basically, you're going to start at 0, 0, and then you go over blank and up blank is what you're going to say there. Number 18, evaluate each expression for n equals 8. So, and then classify the result as to equal 5, 10, or 20. So each of these is going to equal 5, 10, or 20. You're going to plug in 8 for n, and then you're going to tell me if it's equal to 5, 10, or 20. Select the numbers that make the expression simplify to 36. So you want this whole thing to be equal to 36. You're going to choose one of these and one of these, and then after you choose one of each of these, your answer is going to be 36. And then hopefully you can make it that far by 10:30. I probably won't have you make it that far by 10:30, but that's okay. We'll use the rest of our time to go over the answers. All right? See you guys in a little bit.